Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video we are going to be doing a tag video, and I cannot remember the last time I did a tag video. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys click on the subscribe button down below and also that bell so you get notified when I have a new video up. I basically do a lot of beauty, lifestyle, hair, vlogging type videos on the channel, so if that's your thing, that's your jam, definitely stay tuned and subscribe. So today we're going to be doing the if I could only keep one tag. So I was tagged by my friend Meg Bernardo. She's also doing this tag, so if you guys are interested in watching her video, I'll link it down in the description box down below and also on the screen. So excited. So the whole idea is pretty much like the ride or die tag. So if you only could choose like one product of a certain category, what would it be and why? Now for primer, I would have to choose the Benefit Porefessional. It's just one of the best primers I have tried out there. It's definitely more of a silicone based primer. I, as a guy, have more textural issues, large pores, fine lines on the forehead, and I find that this primer actually does work at, you know, filling in those crevices, those lines. So when you put on your foundation on top, it just looks all nice and smooth. So yes, this is definitely one that I have come back to time and time again, and it's just a really good primer. Alright, next we're going to move on to a foundation. Now this foundation, I've actually run out of this, I ran out of this like ages ago, but I've just kept the bottle just so I can remember the shade because I'm horrible like that. So it's the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. Love this foundation. I am in the shade Sand. I probably could scrape a tiny bit left out of this foundation, but I'm not going to do that. It's just one of the best foundations I have tried out in the market, both drugstore and higher end. There's something about the formula, it just has this really nice plumping effect to the skin, which I absolutely adore. So combining this and this, it's just absolutely beautiful. Alright, now we're going to move on to concealer. Now this is probably not going to be a surprise for many of you. It's the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. Now I have said in a couple of videos that this isn't the best concealer out there. It isn't. Now, my justification is the doe foot applicator. 1, 2, 3 swipes, I'm done. I just need to blend. Whereas with other concealers, I kind of have to go back into the tube, pump it up, and then just, you know, keep adding more underneath the eyes. I basically do the triangle method if you guys are curious, but it's just an okay concealer. Coverage is good, undertone's good. It's the doe foot applicator that really makes the difference here. It's just the ease of application. All right, now we're going to move on to baking powders. Now, I have used different baking powders, but this girl, this one takes the cake just because I've reached for this probably 9 times out of 10. Yeah, this one is the Rimmel London Match Perfection Silky Loose Powder. One of the best ones out in the drugstore, and just in general it's just like really good. No white cast, you can pack it on with a wet sponge. It doesn't leave that white crusty mess underneath the eyes. It's just such a great powder, and I believe this is under 10 Australian dollars, so that's really inexpensive. And I have used this to set my entire face before, and I find that it actually keeps my makeup a lot better compared to, let's say, a normal face powder. So yeah, very impressed. Alright, well, moving on to bronzer. This one unfortunately just smashed. It's my absolute favorite bronzer. It's from NYX. Here's a photo of it. So it basically smashed while I was in Sydney, and I just had to pick up the little bits of crumbs that I could for the day that I needed it for, but then after that I just kind of threw it away. But yeah, this is the NYX matte bronzer. I use the shade number 5. It's just, I don't know, I just really like that bronzer. It just works well with my complexion. It is definitely on the orangey side of things, but it just works with my complexion. Like, it doesn't look overly orange, but definitely does add that nice warm glow to my skin, and it's also quite inexpensive. And that bronzer probably lasts me, look, I know products have an expiration date, you're supposed to throw them out after a certain period of time, but I honestly kept that bronzer for 2 years and it was fine. I love contouring and highlighting. Those are like my absolute favorite things to do, but again, could only have one, it would be this one. This one is from Rodial. Now, I know Rodial in Australia doesn't do makeup, as far as I know at least. This one is from the UK. The PR company sent it to me ages ago. This one is in shade 4. This is the Instaglam Compact Deluxe Contouring Powder. This one's number 4 in dark, like I said. I like this one and number 3. It just really depends on how deep my skin tone is, because I'm a bit tanned at the moment. Number 4 works really well for me. One, packaging's very premium. As you guys can see, this has got faux leather as well. It's just overall really nice. The color itself, So good, so good. I honestly think when they created these contour powders, they did keep in mind the medium shade people. I'm definitely a medium shade person. I don't think they have gone deep enough. So Rodial, if you haven't, maybe invest, make dark shades. But if you are from light to medium skin tone like myself, this is definitely one to look out for. Very, very good, very pigmented. You only need a little bit and it works really well. And the undertone's nice. It doesn't look overly grey, which I think a lot of contour powders sometimes for deeper skin tones kind of go wrong. They go too grey, but this one, it's good. All right, we're gonna move on to highlighting. I can't choose one. I have so many. So I just thought I would sort of cheat and choose palette instead. So this one is from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This one's the Nicole Guirreiro Glow Kit. So this is my absolute favorite highlighting kit. Absolute favorite shades in this one are Kitty Cat, Forever Lit, and I would say Glow Getter. The other three are okay, like I can kind of like swap around them, but these are my absolute favorites. Alright, we're gonna move on to eyeshadows, and sorry, it's another limited edition by Anastasia. This one is the Master Palette by Mario. It's just, girl, it's just such a pretty palette. I love these shades. As you guys can see, I've used Isabella so much and Violetta. These are like probably the most used shades in this palette because I use them to kind of like transition and crease, build up, darkening, and then obviously these are lid shades. I don't use this shade and that shade as much, but I think, you know, this palette overall itself is really, really good. It's honestly one of my favorite palettes, and it's just perfect for every smoky eye. Like every time I have to pack light and I have to choose an eyeshadow palette, like I can't have all my palettes with me. This is the one I choose all the time, always. Alright, we're gonna move on to eyebrows. Honestly, I am a bit of an eyebrow whore. I will honestly use whatever as long as the undertone is right. But recently, I have had the pleasure of using this pencil again, and this one is by MAC. This one is the Eyebrows Pencil in Brunette. It's a mechanical pencil. Honestly, this is the perfect eyebrow pencil I have ever used. I have used stuff from the drugstore, higher end. Like I said, I can pretty much use any sort of like brow powder, pomade, gel, whatever for my brows because my brows are naturally thick anyway, so it's not that hard to kind of like match it. But the ease of use with this pencil is what wins my heart, and the undertone, like it's just right. At the moment I have slightly brassy hair, obviously here, but pretty much an ashy overall feel to my hair, and this one works really well. And when I had dirty blonde hair which had some warmth in it, this one also works really well. So again, that's why it wins. We're gonna go ahead to lip liner. Don't have a favorite one. I kind of just use whatever. And honestly, it doesn't really bother me. It's only recently that I've kind of gotten into lip liners just because it looks better on photos, but in everyday life I don't really care about it. So we're just going to skip ahead to lipsticks. So it's really hard to find a good lipstick, and this is one that I have been wearing for years, and there was a bit of a craze with this particular shade years back, and it's Velvet Teddy by MAC. I have got the original one. I've also got a special edition one, which I honestly do not know where it is in my collection, but it's like one of those, it had a different sort of like packaging. Velvet Teddy in itself is such a versatile color, at least for my complexion. I can wear it with like a just plain like nude simple eye makeup, or like smoky like this, and it still looks nice and put together. And this one is definitely one of my go-to shades when I go to events. Like I know that I have to wear it for a long period of time because it fades nicely as well. All right, last category that we're going to be talking about are setting sprays, and there are two variants of this spray, so I'm not technically cheating, but this particular brand does amazing setting sprays, and I absolutely love their setting sprays. It's the Skindinavia makeup setting sprays. I've got the Bridal one, I've also tried the original one, and I absolutely love their formula. I have used other setting sprays, as you guys know, from various brands, and they all work okay. They all do the same job in terms of like melting the powder and making my skin just look like skin after I've just, you know, powdered my face. Whereas the Skindinavia ones, they do that too. But there's something about the formula that helps the makeup last so much longer than the other setting sprays that I have used. I don't know what it is, but my skin just looks nice and dewy, even at the 8-hour mark. Obviously some people may not like the dewy look, but I personally like that. And it just, I don't know, my skin just looks like it's locked in place. Obviously extremes of temperature, strenuous activity will probably not be beneficial to this. It would probably make everything come off. Now these are the makeup setting sprays that I tend to gravitate towards when I know that I need my face to be lasting all day. Alright guys, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I tag each and every one of you guys if you guys would like to do this tag. Don't forget to check out Meg's video if you guys haven't already, and if you do decide to do this tag, definitely let me know down in the comment box down below, and you know, link it to me, tag me or whatever, so I can see it, because I'd love to hear what your thoughts and opinions are, because everyone's different, everyone has their own preferences. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.